So another kind of like subcategory of the Queen Kong confrontation and everything was there were girls who basically told you that you were putting on an act or you were not being your authentic and true self. And I know for one that that must be extremely hard to hear at one
Mm.
point because it's like, well, you don't know who I am. You have no idea who I am on the inside. So if I'm acting a certain way or doing something, then why is that an issue to you? Watching yourself back on the television, do you agree with them or do you still stand by that you were yourself on the show?
No, I don't. I don't agree with them. We've spoken about it since, and that I think they've sort of understood why. And the truth is, I think the main person who said that I wasn't authentic was Hannah. But I had never worked with Hannah before. I hadn't met her. The entire show, we weren't in the same hosting. We weren't in for the hosting challenge, the acting challenge, or the girl group. We'd never worked together. So I was like, well, of course you don't know who I am. Like, you don't know anything about me because you don't know how I work. So I just felt that, and the truth was, is that that moment from Hannah came at a point where she was probably winning the challenge and I was probably going home that week. So it just kind of felt like unnecessary, to be
Yeah.
honest. And that's why I snapped at her, because I was like, this is so pointless. Like, fuck off. So that's why I said it. Putting on an act, what didn't get aired was Molly coming to my defense. And Molly was like my ride or die throughout the competition.
Oh.
And Molly really came to my defense, and she was like, well, you guys don't actually understand what Bev's like, and I do, and this is who she is. Like, she is witty and she's a really dry sense of humor. She's very emotional, but she wears her heart on her sleeve. But I've always been like that, and it's just because the truth, the way I operate is just based on I'll always be honest to you, I'll always be loyal to you, I'll never lie to you. And those things are much more important than like putting on the face of like, oh, I'm a drag queen on the TV. I'd rather just be honest, to be honest.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was hard to hear, and rewatching it back, it was also hard to rewatch because it makes you really second guess who you are, and I don't think she realized how much that did hurt me in the moment, because I was just doing my best, and I was just doing my best to be present, and I don't know why my best wasn't enough, and I still to this day don't actually know what she wanted from me in that moment. Didn't make any sense. Like, Kong's grievances with me made total sense, but
Mhm.
Hannah's didn't make any sense to me, and they still don't. We've kind of just like gotten over it now. We kind of just brought it down to the fact that it was top five, and it was very, very nitty gritty, as we
Yeah.
say. But yeah, in that moment, I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about, dude? Like, this is so pointless. It makes no sense. And also, I'm about to go home, so just let me be, you know."
And then you have to watch it back all over again and relive everything and then
Yeah.
have all that in that moment all over again, which is awful.